remember it. So we're going to start with a little bit of breath work, and it's going to help to just open up our thoracic spine region, so the mid-back. And a lot of what we're going to be doing today will physically be opening up the chest and the shoulders, but also the thoracic spine region of our body. So opening up the ribs and helping to create that physical space, which then helps us to actually find energetic balance through our heart chakra, which is our center of forgiveness, compassion, unconditional love. So not necessarily, love you'd have with a partner, but unconditional love towards all beings, which is so important right now. And yeah, it's also the center of just relationship, being able to have healthy relationships with others. So it's a really good time to be working on, balancing all of that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in a comfortable seat. I always like to recommend having a block or a pillow or a cushion of some sort so that you can prop your hips up. And then that way, your hips are actually higher than your knees, and you can find more length in your lower back. So what we're going to begin with, hi Hillary, we need a Bali dance party soon. I'll schedule it. So what we're going to start with is a twisting pranayama practice. So you're going to cactus your arms. We're going to begin by going to the left, so I'll mirror you. We're going to inhale left. Exhale right, and we're breathing in and out of the nose, so it'll look like this. Okay, so we're going to do 20 rounds starting at the left, and then 20 rounds going right. So after the left side, I'll bring us back to center, and then we'll switch directions. And again, it's going to warm up the spine, and it's going to energetically get things moving through that part of our body. So go ahead, just sit up tall. You can have your palms face down on your thighs for now. Go ahead, close down your eyes. And take a big full breath in through your nose. Fill up all the way. And then take an open mouth exhale. 2 more like that. Big full breath in. Cleansing breath out. 1 more. Inhale to fill. And open mouth exhale. Seal your lips. Breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out through your nose. 1 more like that. Breathing in through the nose, sitting up tall. And breathing out through your nose. Continue breathing in and out of the nose. Cactus your arms. Take a breath in here. Full breath out through the nose, and then we'll inhale left to begin. Inhale to center. Full exhale. Inhale right to begin. Inhale to center. Open mouth exhale. Take your right palm over your heart, your left palm over your right. Sit up really tall, eyes closed. Breathe here, feel your heartbeat. See if you can not only feel that physical heartbeat, but that energetic heartbeat. See if you can begin to feel the energy swirling around and around in your heart space. And if you can't feel anything, that's okay. Maybe just begin to visualize that spinning wheel of energy at your heart space. You can visualize it as a golden white or an emerald green. Visualize that energy encompassing the entire heart space, going around and around at a nice moderate pace. And repeat the mantra to yourself. I am love. As you inhale, I am. As you exhale, love. If you're home alone, I recommend saying this out loud. No one can hear you, nothing to be embarrassed about. I am love. Let's do that 5 more times with your breath. And again, recognizing this love as an unconditional love. A love that we share for all other living beings, human beings, animal beings, our Mother Earth. And take one more big full breath in right here. Open mouth exhale. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. If you haven't started the playlist yet and you want to use my playlist for today, again, it's under the link in my bio. You can start that now. We're going to make our way onto our mats and lay down on your back. So laying down on the back, you'll take your knees together, your feet apart, so you start to open up your lower back, cactus your arms. Okay, so bending the elbows towards 90 degrees. If that's uncomfortable, you can always straighten the arms out to the sides. And settle in. And just laying here, begin to breathe in and out of your nose, finding your Ujjayi breath. Feeling your heart space opening, feeling that opening through your chest and your shoulders. Finding that hug in the back of your throat so your breath feels textured. And your exhale sound like an ocean wave. Keep the arms as they are. You'll blink your eyes open. Continue to breathe. Lift your feet up and bring your shins parallel to the earth. Lift your lower belly. And so you find a slight tuck of the belly, tuck of the tailbone. Your hips start to lift a tiny bit off the earth. Spread your toes wide and take a breath in. On your exhale, lower your knees halfway to the left. Try to keep your right shoulder down. Inhale back to center. And then lower your knees halfway to the right. One more time each direction like that. Breathe in. Breathe out to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, right. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower your knees all the way to the left to come into a gentle supine twist. You can keep your arms as they are, maybe look over your right shoulder. And then you can take your left hand to your outer right thigh if you want to deepen that twist. Take some deep breaths into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And then relax, breathing out, feeling that twist come a little bit deeper. Cactus your left arm, engage your abs. Inhale your knees to center. Exhale, lower them all the way to the right. Just take the same thing on the other side. Breathing here. Lengthening your spine on your inhales. Twisting on your exhales. Cactus your right arm, inhale to center. Place your feet hips width distance apart on your mat and reach your arms down by your side. So we'll set up for a bridge, toes point straight ahead. On your inhale, slowly roll your hips up towards the ceiling and then reach your arms back overhead. Feel that big stretch through the front of the body. One more inhale here. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, roll down one vertebrae at a time and reach your arms back down. 4 more times like that. Inhale to lift up, warming up the spine. Exhale to lower down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. 2 more with your breath. Press through the heels. One more. Inhale, hug your knees into your chest, hands behind your thighs, and start to rock and roll the length of your spine. So just feel the full length of your spine as you rock and roll. You'll eventually come on up to a seat, roll over your shins or sweep your legs off to the side, and then find your way to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Okay, so we're gonna take a breath in, tuck the toes under, lift the belly in, shift forward on your inhale. You're gonna keep your booty up in the air, upper arm stay in, lower your chest and chin to the earth, open up your throat, gaze forward. Now press back into your palms to come back to your tabletop. This is a really good prep for Chaturanga. On your exhale again, shift forward, butt in the air, lower chest and chin. The weights in your palms. One more, inhale. And exhale. Pause here, breathe in. And then roll to your belly. Tent your fingertips out wide off of your mat, elbows point up, point your toes. Press into your fingertips, peel your heart open. Breathe in for Cobra. Exhale, dip your right shoulder, look to the left. Inhale to center. Dip left, look right. We'll do that 2 more times each direction. Feel your chest and shoulders opening up. Feel that upper belly opening up. Move slowly with your breath. One more in each direction. Inhale to center. Lower all the way down. Take your palms under your shoulders. Press up to tabletop. From here, we're gonna step the feet back to a plank. Press into the ground, lift the belly and firm up your thighs. And then lift your hips high for downward facing dog. Okay, feet about hips width distance apart. Press into the ground, bend your knees so you find a nice straight back. And then you can pedal out your feet. You're lowering one heel and then the other, rocking the hips side to side. And eventually you're gonna settle into your down dog. Really focus on finding length through the side bodies here. If you feel like your back is rounding, bend your knees more so it's nice and straight. Take a breath in here and out. Lift your heels high, bend your knees a lot, look forward, and then step your feet behind your wrists. Come into your ragdoll. So bend your knees so much your belly's draped over your thighs. Slide pinky fingers into opposite elbow creases. And start to sway side to side, shake your head out, yes and no. Release your hands to the ground and then slide your fingertips up your shins. Take a halfway lift, draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward and release. Find your flat back, rise to stand. At the top, you're gonna interlace your fingers. So interlacing the fingers, pointing the index fingers up, finding a steeple mudra. Firm up your thighs, pick up your toes, breathe in. On your exhale, side bend up and over to the right. So I'll mirror you. Go up and over to the right. Press your hips to the left. And then inhale to center. And then go over to the left. Press the hips to the right. Really ground down through the right foot. Belly in. Inhale to reach up. On your exhale, just lift up and back. Take a little back bend. Press the hips forward. Lift out of your lower back. Inhale to rise up, palms to your heart, dive forward and fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, step back to your plank on your exhale. Shift forward, breathe in. Tap your knees down, lower chest and chin to the earth, just like we did before. Okay, inhale, slide forward, reach your arms back and relax your forehead down. Inhale, lift up for Shavasana. Squeeze your thighs together and squeeze your palms together above your lower back as if you're holding a beach ball there. Gaze is forward and down so your neck is long. Take one more breath in. And release all the way down. Guide your palms next to your ribs so your elbows stack over your wrists. Okay, you can always take it to tabletop or play with taking it to your high plank. Firm up your thighs, lift your belly off the earth, and then press up to your plank, and then downward dog. And settle in here, just like before. Okay, maybe just pedal the feet out again. When you're ready, coming into stillness. Breathe. Now bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee and then stack your right hip over your left. Take some circles with the knee and the ankle to just open up the hip and the ankle joints. Okay, keep pressing evenly through both palms. When you're ready, pause and stack the hips. Take a breath in. On your exhale, tap right knee to the outside of your right tricep. So guide that knee out and around. Inhale, lift back up, stack the hips, keep it controlled. Guide that knee out and around and then lightly step your foot outside of your right hand. Come into a runner's lunge, so heel toe that right foot forward a little bit. Tap your back knee down and lift your heart. So option one is to stay here. Option two is to take a quad stretch. It's early in our practice, so if your hamstrings are tight, just be mindful. You might get a little cramp in the back of your leg. That's okay, just come out of it if it's uncomfortable. Okay, if you're not taking the quad stretch, hands are down, you can always lower down to one or both forearms, and just feel the front of that left hip opening and the quad. You can always come here too, take a little twist like that. Okay, when you're ready, hands inside of your right foot. Lift your back knee. Simply heel toe your right foot to the center of your mat. Okay, your back heel is lifted high, gaze forward. Rise on up to your crescent lunge. Okay, lift your lower belly, and you can always bring a little bend into the back knee. Turn your pinkies in and relax your shoulders. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Lift the lower belly in. Press through your feet, inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Breathe in here. Interlace the fingers, find that steeple mudra. And now start to bend your back knee and then take a little side bend to the right. So you're gonna feel that left side opening up. Your legs might shake a little bit, that's okay. Inhale to center. Now cactus your arms, dip your back knee and open up your chest. Inhale to reach up. Warrior two, spin your back heel flat. Find a heel to arch alignment. So your right heel is in line with the arch of your left foot. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Broaden across your chest and then tilt your chest towards the top left edge of your mat. Take a breath in here. And then humble your warrior. So right shoulder inside of your right thigh. So I'll show you guys from the opposite side. Okay, so you're bowing forward. Bellies and legs are super strong. Core is super strong. And your elbows stay kind of bent. So you're using your tricep muscles to do that lifting away from your lower back. And the hands might not leave the lower back very much. That's okay. Take 2 more breaths right there. Inhale, rise up, reverse warrior. So take that left arm behind your lower back. Float your right arm up and back. You can stay here. You can work towards a bind. Right hand can cradle the head. Or you can take your full Gomukhasana bind. Really find that side stretch. That's the biggest point right here. Find that big side stretch. Strong legs. Breathe in. And exhale, frame your foot. Low lunge. Step back to your plank. Option for Ekapada. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower halfway. First Chaturanga, you can always tap the knees down. Straighten your arms, find your upward facing dog. So thighs are lifted. Your thighs are down, that's okay, that's Cobra. Up dog, thighs are lifted. And then use your belly to lift your hips. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. You can take a couple of breaths there, settle in. Hopefully we're doing okay. How are you doing, guys? Good? All right, so in your down dog, lift your left leg high. Bend your left knee, stack your left hip over your right. And then take those circles with your knee and your ankle again, like we did on the other side. You can play with lifting your right heel, lowering it down. And then find stillness. Really drive through both hands. Lift through that left knee. Inhale. Exhale, tap left knee to the outer left triceps. Belly in. Inhale, lift and stack. And then with a lot of control, knee to the triceps, and then lightly step your foot outside of your hand. Tap your back knee down and heel toe the left foot forward. Option 1 again is to take the quad stretch. Okay, or you can keep your hands down, or you can just take a little twist here. Okay, so make sure wherever you go, it's comfortable in your body. You're breathing. You're in that quad stretch, you can use your left biceps to hug the heel closer in. And then gently release. Heel toe your left foot to the center of your mat, lift your back knee, strong legs, belly in. Gaze is on one steady point as you lift the arms up. Okay, find that slight bend in the back knee, tilt your tailbone down a little bit, scoop the belly in, and reach up. And just breathing here, back heel's lifted high, so you're lifting away from the earth rather than letting gravity pull you down. Interlace your fingers, point your index fingers up. Inhale. Exhale, hover your right knee and then side bend over to the left. And you're gonna feel the legs working, really stretch through that right side body. Inhale to reach up. Cactus your arms and then take your back bend, open up your heart. Inhale to lift up. Warrior 2, spin your back heel flat, open on up. Interlace the fingers behind your lower back. Maybe you do the opposite thumb on top this time. Square your shoulders to the top right edge of your mat. Breathe in. And then humble warrior, left shoulder inside of your left thigh. Okay, make sure you're not locking up the elbows. Lift your belly in and keep the legs really strong. And breathe here. Every exhale, lift the navel up and in. And then inhale, rise up. Right arm behind your lower back. Float your left arm up and back, reverse warrior. Option to take the left hand behind your head. You can find the full bind, interlace your fingers, and then really stretch through the left side. Keep your back leg strong, the quadricep muscles engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank, option to float your left foot or tap the knees down. Chaturanga. Up dog, breathe in. And down dog, breathe out. Take a full breath in here. And open mouth, exhale. We're gonna take that one-time breath to movement. If you need a little breather, you can always take a child's pose instead. Knees down, big toes to touch, hips back on the heels. And of course, you can always modify as needed. Pausing here, pressing into the earth, belly in. Right leg high, inhale. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Inhale here. Tap right knee to the outer right triceps. Inhale, lift up. This time, just step your foot between your hands. Do it slowly. Tap your back knee down, reach your right arm high, just twist open. And then frame your foot. Lift your back knee up, rise up to crescent. You'll come right into that steeple mudra. Dip your back knee inside, bend to the right. Inhale up. Cactus your arms, open up your heart. Inhale to reach up. Warrior two. Interlace your fingers, breathe in. And then humble warrior, fold forward. Inhale, reverse, take it up and back. And then frame your foot, low lunge. Back to your plank, inhale. Take it through your vinyasa, or just lift your hips high for down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knee and stack your hips. Breathe in here. Tap left knee, left triceps. Inhale, left leg high, stack the hips. And step your foot between your hands. Back knee down, left arm floats up. And then frame your foot. Lift your back knee, rise up, find that steeple mudra at the top. Dip your back knee inside, bend to the left. Inhale up, cactus and open your heart. Inhale to reach up. Warrior two, spin your back heel flat, interlace your fingers and breathe in. And then humble warrior. Rise up, reverse your warrior. And then frame your foot, low lunge. Back to plank, inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a full breath in here. Open mouth, exhale. Shift forward to a plank. Tap your knees down. We're gonna take it to puppy pose. So your hips stay stacked over your knees. Walk your hands forward and melt your forehead down. Okay, so you're gonna feel all of that lengthening through the side body, up through the shoulders. And then you can stay here, bring the palms together. Bend your elbows and take your thumbs behind the nape of your neck. And then from there, wiggling the elbows forward even more. Gently pressing your hips back a little bit. And feeling all of that lengthening through your lats, through your shoulders. All right, and as you rest there, just allow yourself to come back to your breath. And see if you can begin to imagine a balloon at the center of your rib cage. And as you breathe in, that balloon expands outward, filling up all four sides of the ribs. And as you exhale, that balloon shrinks back in, just compressing everything back towards the midline of the body. Okay, so inhaling, expanding. And exhaling, contracting. And with each breath in, feel how that expansion stretches out the little intercostal muscles between your ribs, creating more length. And as you breathe out, just let something go. That can be physical tension, mental, emotional, energetic tension. Okay, just breathing here. I've never tried to wave at anybody, so yes. Hi, Susanna. Good. All right, take 2 more breaths right there, and then you're gonna come to lay down on your belly. Once you lay down on your belly, if it's comfortable, you'll bind. Interlace the fingers behind your lower back. Zip up your legs. If that's not comfortable, just keep the palms open like we did earlier. And then inhale to rise up into your bound locust pose. Okay, squeezing your thighs together, using your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, your rear delts, all of those back muscles to lift. Every time you inhale, lift higher. Every time you exhale, reach through your toes and through the crown of your head. 2 more full breaths. On your exhale, release. Go ahead, bring your right cheek to your mat. Extend your right arm straight out to the side so the wrist is in line with your shoulder. Press into your left palm as you bend your left knee and then roll open onto your right shoulder. So you feel the right side of your chest opening up. You can take a half bind, left arm behind your lower back. If you want to play with the quad stretch, left hand to the top of the left foot. And just bring that heel close to your booty. And again, make sure wherever you go, it feels good. You're able to continue to breathe smoothly and you're not straining or shaking. Inhale, roll back to your belly. And then switch sides. Left arm out. Right palm down, roll onto that left hip and shoulder. Step the right foot behind you. Right hand can stay there. You can come behind your lower back. You can play with that quad stretch. And just noticing the differences in the sides of your body. We always have a side that's a little tighter. We always have a side that's a little stronger. Just like anything in life, we're always striving for balance. But again, making sure that wherever you go, there's that balance of effort and ease. And it's okay that if things don't look exactly how you want them to. It's really about how it feels. When you're ready, right hand down, roll back to your belly. Press up to tabletop. Find your plank position. And then downward facing dog. So we're gonna take all of that, we're gonna add on a little bit, and then we're gonna take it to balancing. The element of our heart chakra is actually air. So as we go into those balancing postures, really using the heart space to lift and to embody those light qualities of air. So when you're ready, right leg high, bend your knees, stack your hips. You can stay here, look underneath your left armpit, and maybe take it to wild thing. So flip over slowly, bring the ball of your foot to the ground. You can take more of a side stretch, or if it feels okay in your shoulder, start to open up and reach forward through that right arm. You can circle the right arm back and around a couple of times. Continue to breathe into your belly with your inhales. And on your exhales, lifting your belly up and in. With a lot of control, take your palm down and tap your right triceps. Inhale, right leg high. And then step your foot between your hands. This time, keep the back knee lifted. Twist your right arm to the sky. Feel that twist through your mid-back. And then frame your foot. And then rise on up to that high crescent. Find your steeple mudra. Dip your back knee and side bend to the right. Inhale up. Cactus your arms, open up your heart. Inhale to reach up. And find your warrior two. Just like before, binding, lifting up, breathe in, and then humble warrior. Rise on up, reverse warrior. And now we're gonna take it to side angle. So you're gonna reach forward. You can take that right elbow on your thigh and float your left arm to the sky. You can take a half bind. All right, I'm gonna mirror you guys. You can also start to straighten that right arm and take it to a little bit more of an active variation. Think about continuing to spin your bottom ribs open. And then again, you can take a half bind, or you can full bind. So internally rotating the shoulder, bending the elbow, and then binding your hands. Try to lift your right side off of your thigh. So you're not just slouching the weight down, you're lifting. Feeling the chest opening. Breathing into your ribs. Legs are strong. Okay, and then we'll come back to a reverse warrior. So stay low, reach up and back. And then frame your right foot, find a low lunge. All right, so from here, we're gonna take it back to crescent. Find that steeple mudra again. This time you're gonna start to lift up and back. Then we're gonna take it into warrior three. So keep the upper arms by your ears, lunge, drag your back foot in, and then lift your back leg. If that's too much, you can take the palms to your heart. Draw your shoulder blades together. Okay, holding it, breathing, gazing down and forward. Reach through your toes. Spread them wide. And then slowly rise up. Guide your left knee to touch your right. Keep your right arm up, and then you're going to take your left elbow to your rib cage so the palm is open. And then you're going to take your left hand inside of your left foot. So you have that external shoulder rotation. Knees together, breathe in. On your exhale, kick up and back. So keep your heart lifted. Kick your left toes towards the top of the wall behind you as you lift up through your right hand. So you're creating kind of a teardrop shape with your body. And breathe. Inhale, guide the left knee into your chest. Reach up, find your balance. Bring your big toes to touch, dive forward and fold. We'll come to a little toe squat. So tent the fingertips, lift your heels. Walk the hands forward, press into your fingertips so you round your spine. So we've been doing a lot of opening across the front of the heart space. Now press into your fingertips and feel that opening through the back of your heart space. Consciously breathe into the back of your lungs. So as you inhale, feel the upper back stretching, expanding. So you exhale, belly in. Maybe take a couple little neck rolls side to side here. And then we're going to tap the knees down and rise up onto the shins. Toes can stay tucked under, especially if you're new to this posture. We're going to take it into Ustrasana, otherwise known as camel. Hands at the lower back with the fingertips pointing up. Draw your shoulder blades together and think about squeezing your thighs inward. Lower belly's lifting as always. Press down as you lift your heart and keep your chin down. I want you to think of lifting through your chest. Keep your chin down for now. Rather, just look up with your eyes as you lift out of your lower back, okay? So option one is to stay here. If you're bendy enough, you can reach back and grab your heels. You can go there. And once you're in the full expression, maybe you untuck the toes. If you know you have a healthy neck, you can open up the throat. Just make sure you're lengthening through the sides of your neck as much as you can. And you're also trying not to hold any tension. So as you breathe in, filling up, lifting up. As you breathe out, squeezing your thighs together. One more breath. And then engage your abs, lift your chest. Bring your knees together, sit your hips back on your heels, and find an embryo pose. Forehead down to the mat, or use a pillow or a block if you have one and the forehead doesn't reach the ground. Arms back alongside your body, relax your shoulders. And take a couple of deep breaths here into your lower back. So feel your lower back stretching back out, releasing that tension, opening up. And as you breathe out, just letting everything go. You can again stay here as long as you need to. If you're ready, palms under your shoulders, lift your chest. Walk your hands forward, step back to a plank, and then downward facing dog. So we'll take that through the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. So again, you can stay here, look for your left toes underneath your right armpit. Slowly flip over to the ball of your left foot. And again, you can take more of a side stretch, or if your shoulder permits, open everything up so you come into a back bend. You can circle your left arm back and around. We're using our core, keeping the abs engaged for every transition, so it's really controlled. Reach forward, left palm down, and then tap left knee to left triceps. Inhale, left leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Okay, right palm underneath the right shoulder, twist your left arm to the sky, and then frame your foot. Rise up, find your steeple mudra. Dip your back knee inside, bend to the left. Inhale to reach up. Cactus and open up your heart. Inhale up. Warrior two, just like before. Interlace your fingers, lift your chest, and then bow forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then take it into your side angle. So left forearm can come on the thigh. Try to lengthen both sides of your body, reach your right arm up. So again, you can stay here. You can straighten that bottom arm. You can take a half bind, reach for the inner thigh. Or a full bind. If you go to the full bind, try to restack right shoulder over the left. Make sure wherever you're looking is comfortable in your neck. Press down through the feet as you lift through your top shoulder. With every exhale, belly in. Properly engaging through the core helps us to get lighter as we go through our movements. Reach up and back, reverse warrior. And then frame your foot. Okay, so spin to the ball mound of your right foot. And then rise back up to that high lunge. Find your steeple mudra. And then lift your heart up and back. Breathe in. Lunge. Drag your back foot in and then pick up your back leg. Okay, gaze is down and forward. And if that's not comfortable in your shoulders, palms to your heart. Draw the shoulder blades together and then use your glutes to lift. And think about lifting through your inner right thigh. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. Bring that right leg forward. Float your left arm up and then straighten the right arm down. So the thumb is pointing back. Capture the inside of your foot, bring the knees together, breathe in. And then kick up and back. So keep lifting up through your heart, lifting up through your left hand, and reach up and back through the right toes. Don't look around. Slowly guide your right knee into your chest. Bring your big toes to touch, fold forward. And we'll come into our toe squat again. So heels up, press into the ground, round your spine. And breathe. Okay, you can take those neck rolls. If you have a crow pose in your practice and you want to take it to an arm balance, palms down, knees onto your triceps, push into the earth, start to look forward, shift forward, and then you can pick up one or both feet. Once you pick up those feet, try to hug your heels up towards your booty. Use your core, lifting the belly in to get lighter. Okay, take about 3 more breaths wherever you are. And then if you're in crow, you're just gonna tap the feet back down. We're all gonna step back to a plank and then lower all the way down to the belly. Okay, bend your knees, reach back for the outside of your feet or ankles to set up for a Downhirasana. If that's not happening today, if reaching the feet isn't gonna be a thing, that's okay. Take your bind or your open palm variation, just like we did before. Forehead or chin down. Bring the legs closer together. And then inhale to kick up and back. Balancing on the belly. If you have the ankles, flex the feet. With each breath in, kick and lift. With each breath out, squeeze your thighs together. Two more breaths. Lift and squeeze. One more, breathe in. And then gently release, bring your right cheek to your mat. Turn your toes in and just let it go. Take a big breath in. And open mouth, exhale. Couple more, feel your heart beating into the earth. Everything slowing down. Turn your opposite cheek to the mat. Even out the sides of your neck. You'll bring your chin to your mat and then prop yourself up onto your forearms to come into your Sphinx Pose. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Press down through your palms and your forearms to draw your heart forward. So you should feel a stretch in the upper belly. Now, guide your right knee out to the side for a half floor frog. So you're gonna feel that inner thigh and groin, and then really square your shoulders forward. Come back. And just holding here for a moment, feeling the hip opening. Belly lifts as you exhale. Pressing down through your forearms as you inhale. Now start to turn your left fingertips to the right. You'll pick up your right arm, thread your left arm underneath your right, and then turn your palm to face the sky. Reach your right arm up. Take a little twist here. Inhale. On your exhale, twist all the way open. So allow your right leg to leave the ground so that your right shoulder can come to the earth. So as you can see, my right knee is lifted. If you want more, left hand can just hold the outer right thigh. Look up or over the right shoulder. One more full breath. Inhale, roll back to your belly. Straighten the right leg behind you. Come back to your Sphinx on the forearms. And this time, bring your left leg out to the side. So find the same shape on the other side. Press into your forearms to lift your heart. And then pull your heart forward, shoulders back. Chin down a little bit so the neck is long. And breathe. Now turn your right fingertips to the left. Thread your right arm under your left. Turn the palm to face up. Inhale your left arm to the sky. Exhale, twist all the way open. Just like we did before. Right hand can come on that left thigh to deepen it. You can look over your left shoulder and breathe. From here, you're gonna roll onto your back. So if you're using a yoga mat, you might just scoot back onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest, hands on top of your knees, and draw some circles across the ceiling. Massage out your lower back. Go one time, a few times, and then go the other direction. Draw the knees in, squeeze them tight. We'll take a quick supine figure four, right ankle over your left thigh. Loop your right hand between your legs, interlace behind the left thigh or in front of the shin, and just hug the knees in close. Feel that outer right hip and the lower back releasing. Flexing the feet and keeping your sacrum pressing into the earth. Gently release and just switch legs. Cross left ankle over the right. Interlace behind the right thigh or in front of the shin and hug the legs in. And then we'll find a happy baby. Gently release. Squeeze the knees out wide towards your shoulders and then take your upper arms inside of your knees. Make sure your sacrum stays down and you can grab for your ankles, your feet, or if you feel your lower back lifting, maybe even grab behind the thighs. Feel the hips opening. Press the sacrum down and then you can rock side to side to massage your lower back. And if you have any other postures that you feel like you'd like to take, you can always go there. When you're ready, begin to just lengthen your legs down the mat. If your lower back feels a little tight, tap the knees together, separate the feet, and you can take Shavasana here, or slide a pillow underneath your thighs and knees to support your lower back. Turn your palms to face up. Shimmy the shoulders underneath you a little bit so you feel your heart opening. And just begin to relax here. Feel your heartbeat slowing down in your chest. And take one more big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Relax your jaw, relax your brow. And repeat to yourself that mantra, I am love. As you inhale, I am. As you exhale, love. And repeat that as many times as you need to until you're ready to completely relax, surrender, and receive. Now you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana. As long as you need to, you can turn this off and just rest. When you're ready to begin to come out of it, you'll rock your head slowly side to side. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. And eventually take a big full body stretch. Reach your arms above your head. Reach through your fingertips and toe tips. Hug your knees into your chest and roll to your left side, your yin side, to find a calming fetal position. And eventually you'll press yourself up to a seat, eyes closed, sitting up tall with your right palm on your heart, your left palm over your right. One last time, just tune into your heartbeat here. Take a moment of gratitude. List off all of those little things that you're grateful for today. And feel as you tap into gratitude how your heart space opens up. Take one more breath in together. Fill up. And then take an open mouth exhale. Let it go. Bring your palms together, seal your thumbs to your third eye. Bowing forward with love, light, and gratitude. From my heart to yours, namaste.